The world of mainstream news and sports is scripted by a code of letters and numbers called Gematria, in conjunction with numerology. Today, I will show you the top 10 scripted sports moments of 2022. These games pay tribute to the Society of Jesus, and here are some themes to look out for in this video. Society of Jesus equals 56. 3 equals 56. That will be a big theme. Coronavirus equals 56. Remember, Anthony Fauci said coronavirus would last until 2022. Society of Jesus also equals 79. 79 is the 22nd prime number. And now we're in 2022. So without further ado, here's the countdown. Number 10. Georgia wins the College Football National Championship. On January 10th, 2022, the University of Georgia won their third College Football National Championship with a 33-18 win over Alabama. They won it 129 days after former Georgia head coach Vince Dooley's birthday, who won 129 games in his career. 129 equals 201 in base 8 counting. The game took place in Indianapolis, which equals 201. Dooley was born in Mobile, Alabama, which equals 56, just like Society of Jesus. The game's sealing score was a 79-yard touchdown with 54 seconds left, giving Georgia their 32nd and 33rd points of the game. Get a load of that. Number 9. The LA Rams win the Super Bowl. Before we analyze Super Bowl 56, let's look at the day before at a seemingly meaningless men's college basketball game between Eastern Washington and Idaho State. Idaho State's sports teams are called the Bengals, and Eastern Washington is where Cooper Kupp went to college. Cooper Kupp's school ended up beating the Bengals by 3 points. Well, the Rams ended up beating the Bengals by 3 points. There were 43 combined points, and Society of Jesus equals 191, the 43rd prime number. Additionally, Rams owner Stan Kroenke equals 43, and he was born on International Tiger Day, and this was the first major sporting event in the year of the Tiger, with the Rams beating the Tiger team. While Russia had not officially attacked Ukraine yet, it's important to know that Sean McVay's wife is Ukrainian. This is a theme to save for later. Just look at the colors. Number 8. Kansas wins the men's college basketball championship. On April 4th, written 4/4, the University of Kansas won their 4th men's basketball championship, beating UNC by 3 points with 72 points. While it looked unlikely that they were going to win when down 40-25 at halftime, a clue that they would come back was that there were 65 combined points, and Kansas equals 65. Number 7. Real Madrid wins the Champions League title. On May 28, 2022, Real Madrid won their 14th Champions League title. They beat Liverpool for the 3rd time ever, and the lone goal scorer was Vinicius, which equals 43 and 56. 14 is the 43rd prime, and of course 3 equals 56. The final was played just outside of Paris, where the Jesuits were founded. Again, look at the colors. Number 6. The Warriors win the NBA championship. On June 16, 2022, the 3-seed Warriors defeated the Boston Celtics to win the NBA Finals. There were a combined 193 points, which is the 44th prime, and the game was on a date with 44 numerology. They won the series 4-2, just like Jesuit. Steph Curry was 34 years old, and Ukraine equals 34, and again, look at the colors. Number 5. Ole Miss wins the College World Series. On June 26, 2022, the 177th day of the year, the 3-seed Ole Miss Rebels won the College World Series, with the score of the final game being 4-2. They won their 42nd game of the season. This game was on a date with 54 numerology, and Ole Miss Rebels equals 54, just like Jesuit order. Funny enough, this is also the day leaving 188 days left in the year, and Ole Miss manager Mike Bianco equals 188. Number 4. The Avalanche win the Stanley Cup. Just hours after Ole Miss won the College World Series, the Colorado Avalanche won their third Stanley Cup, defeating the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-2. The final score of Game 6 was 2-1. Remember how we were just talking about Rams owner Stan Kroenke? Well, he also owns the Avalanche, and it was their 43rd season. These championships were 133 days apart, and of course Stan Kroenke equals 133. Conn Smythe winner Cale Makar was 23 years old, and Colorado equals 83, the 23rd prime. Cale Makar also equals 61, the 18th prime, and this was exactly 18 weeks before his birthday. This was also the 18-year anniversary of Jesuit puppet Alex Ovechkin being drafted into the league, the last player wearing number 8 to win the Conn Smythe. And for the cherry on top, Cale Makar is of Ukrainian descent. Number 3. Novak Djokovic wins the Wimbledon and the Grand Slam. On July 10th, 2022, the 191st day of the year, Novak Djokovic won his 21st Grand Slam title at Wimbledon. Djokovic was the third-ranked player in ATP men's singles entering the tournament. Number 2. The Astros win the World Series. On November 5th, 2022, the day leaving 56 days left in the year, the Astros won the World Series 4-2 over the Phillies. When the Astros won the World Series 5 years prior, it was in their 56th season. The Astros became 11-2 in this year's playoffs, and MVP Jeremy Pena equals 112, just like Houston. The Jesuits claim to operate in 112 countries. They won the World Series by winning 3 straight games and winning the final game by 3 runs. Now for number 1. Argentina wins the World Cup. This story starts nearly 2 years ago, on November 25th, 2020, when Argentina football legend Diego Maradona passed away in Tigre, Argentina. Maradona is perhaps best known for his Hand of God goal in the 1986 World Cup. Well, Tigre, Argentina equals 86. Hand of God equals 34, and this was on 34-date numerology. The current pope is from Argentina and was 83 years old at the time. Argentina won the 1986 World Cup final 3-2 over West Germany. Tigre equals 32, and there are 32 sun rays on the Argentine flag and the Jesuit logo. Pope Francis is the first Jesuit pope. Plus, Tigre means tiger, and the next World Cup just took place in the year of the tiger. Fast forward to current year, and the World Cup took place in Qatar. In 2015, the tournament was moved to December, presumably because of the hot summers in Qatar, but the new date of the final just so happened to be the day after Pope Francis's birthday. Pope Francis made headlines soon after moving into the Vatican by choosing to live in Suite 201. Well, it just so happens that Lionel Messi stayed by himself in room B201 in Qatar. The Jesuit order, Jorge Mario Bergoglio, the Pope's real name, Domus Sancti Martyr, Ignatius of Loyola, the founder of the Jesuits, all equal 201. Heading into the tournament, Argentina was ranked 3rd in the FIFA rankings. Messi is currently 35 years old, just like Catholic. Messi scored Argentina's first goal of the knockout round in the 35th minute. Now on to the final. Argentina and France were each vying for their 3rd World Cup title. Remember how I mentioned earlier that the Jesuits were founded in France, where the Champions League final was held earlier this year? Now, the first Jesuit Pope is from Argentina, and Argentina and France are playing in the World Cup final, the day after his birthday, and it's 177 days after Messi's birthday? Must be a coincidence, right? Messi opened the scoring by scoring a penalty with 22 minutes on the clock in the 22nd World Cup final in 2022. Angel Di Maria then added another in the 36th minute when Argentina had last won the World Cup 36 years prior. However, Kylian Mbappe led the French back by scoring 2 quick goals in the 80th minute and then with 80 minutes on the clock. His full name, Kylian Mbappe Lawton, equals 80. In extra time, Messi scored to make it 3-2, just like there are 32 sun rays on the Jesuit logo and Argentinian flag, in the 108th minute, which is the number that describes the Earth-Moon-Sun relationship. However, Mbappe scored his third goal of the game in the 118th minute, 118 years after FIFA was founded, which also happens to be located in Paris, France, where the Jesuits were founded. So, of course, the game finished 3-3 after extra time. This was a clue that Argentina was going to improve to 3-3 in World Cup finals, and sure enough they did, by winning 4-2 on penalties. Gonzalo Montiel scored the game-winning penalty in his 22nd match with the Argentine first team. So to recap, 2022 was all about the Jesuits, especially the numbers 3 and 56. I hope you enjoyed this video. Big credit to Zach Hubbard and Script Unveiled. Without their work, I would not have been able to make this video as easily as I did. Please go check out their channels. I hope this video helps convince people out there that all mainstream sports are scripted by this code, and we really should not be wasting our energy watching or attending these games.